Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Back to pass, it's Sayed. Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. At the 45, on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Mays. At the 40, there he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mays. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception.
Bringing it back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a catch at the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
And that's That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Sayin. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Off the RPO, complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Really nice job by the defense there. Expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
Trying to get it to the marker. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football, and there was no question they were going to go for it there on fourth and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking for space, it's Claiborne. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
One of the this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this run.
Lots of room to run. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Gonna run it. It's Claiborne. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And he didn't get a big
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Demon Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find that.
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Mays. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the timing just a hair off. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Wake Forest, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds a man on the right.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Demon Deacons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Hernandez. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cut.
Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Demon Deacons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Ripping through the defense. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. That's caught. It's Smith. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jackson.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Ohio State, 21. Wake Forest, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the bone.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready, set. Moves. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Working that left side now. And they're able to get him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Rodgers. Running through contact. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Mays. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting in their playmakers outside to get it done. That time,
oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, that's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey. The guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
If you don't tip the scales at $3 stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Ohio State 35, Wake Forest 7.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down play from the gun. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wake.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Jackson. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's St. Clair. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The DBs will back off a bit. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods.
35. Wake Forest. 14.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making.
Fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Claiborne.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball is going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Mays.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Wake! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Collisions and power on display. And after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The sure hands, it's Barnes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Wants to keep it in the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for Wentz.
From the gun, running back gets to give. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks.